this is Maggie from My Favorite Things. I wanted to compare the Totally MM with the Iena MM that I recently purchased. The Totally MM it was manufactured in March of 2014, and Iena I just purchased from Scotland on my recent trip to Scotland in June of 2017. And right now it's July, so I've only had it for 1 month, and I've used it quite a bit actually. So let me talk first about the dimensions. The dimensions are very similar. It looks like the Totally is taller, but that's because the Iena is just sort of puddling. And I think given that it's only a month and it's already puddling like that, I think as I use it more that this is going to, be really soft and very not so rigid, or not so, it won't keep his shape and stand up so well. Versus a Totally, I think because of this piping here, that it will stand up much better. And if the other thing that to note is the stitching right here with more additional reinforcement, and the Iena really doesn't have it. Iena has something inside the canvas that ends right here. Okay, it ends right here. And the rest of it is just flexible. It's got nothing in it. But there's something hard right inside that ends right here. Versus, look at that. See that? So the Totally, I love using the Totally. The dimensions are the width. I mean, you can look at the official dimensions on the Louis Vuitton website, but what I measure is the dimensions of this one end to the other is about 14. Same as Iena. The height is 11 inches, about 11 inches. They're pretty similar because if I hold this up, it's very similar in height. And the depth is also very similar. And I think this one I measured about 6 3/4, and this one about 7 inches. And this is 6 3/4 inches. The height is about the same, but the Totally actually is smaller because the inside, because it takes this outside pocket, takes some space. The interior of the Totally is only about, I think I measured like 11 or 10 or 11 inches. I think it's 11 inches. So you can look at it. So there's the inside of the Totally, which is a beautiful red, and inside of the Iena is a beautiful sort of maroon color. And the pockets are similar. There's 2 small pockets and 1 big pocket. Same thing with the Totally, 2 small pocket and 1 bigger pocket right here. And the Totally has 2 outside pockets where I put my 6S Plus, iPhone 6S Plus, or water bottle, small water bottle or something. Here, all I have is this, where I put my iPhone 6S Plus, and if I'm carrying water, I have to put it inside the bag. The feel of the bag is very different. The Iena to me feels more rubbery, more flexible, softer. I don't know if it's a thinner canvas. I don't know that it's thinner. It feels, I don't know how else to put it other than to say it feels more rubbery. This feels also more rubbery than this one. This one I know is leather with a covering, brown covering. When you first get the Totally, the strap is very, very stiff, but as you use it a lot, it becomes more flexible, and there's like little tiny lines. So you can see. Yeah, see that? So little tiny lines like that. And I think as I'm getting those lines, I feel that this is, it's like a little, I don't know if it's tiny little cracks on the leather strap, because this is like a smooth, it's like a film over it. So as I'm using it, it becomes more and more flexible, okay? And softer. Versus this one, it's, I don't know how else to say it other than to say that it feels like it's got more rubbery consistency. And this is you know, this is much smoother or slicker, I guess, not smoother, but slicker than this one. It feels a little more rubbery. I mean, again, I don't know how else to describe it. The color is a little bit different. That doesn't mean anything though, because even with the damier ebene prints, depending on the batch, you know, color could be a little bit different from one another. And the other thing that's different is this zipper pull. Right here has the leather tab and a tiny little zipper pull right here. So when I'm pulling this, I do not pull it from here. I pull it from the end because I don't want to tear this part right here. Versus the Totally it's much more substantial. So this is more substantial to me. It feels more substantial to me than this, which has this little tab at the bottom. And it may be as, you know, substantial or as durable as this other one, but only time will tell, I think. And the other difference is the bottom. If you look at the bottom, this is folded over where this is a corner. And I worry that with time, whether this is going to wear out more. And I almost didn't get this because I was worried about it, but maybe it won't. Maybe it'll, I don't know how it's gonna wear. These corners, I am a little bit concerned. Versus, look at the Totally. It's much more smooth. You see that? It's like stitched in like that, so it's more rounded. Okay? And if you notice, look, one's puddling and the other one's standing up straight. Now I'm gonna put in my MacBook Pro 13 inches in either one of them, and I'm gonna hold it up so you can take a look to see what the weight of this is doing. So I put MacBook Pro 13 inches. Okay. I have a lot more room. So here it is. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to take this out and put it in this. It's a little bit harder because now it's folding over. Okay. All right, here we go. So you got more room inside. Okay. To me, and it does pull up. You can see that. All right. So I hope this helps. I am going to be selling the Totally MM because one of the reasons that I find Totally MM a little bit irksome at times is because I forget where I put my phone. I don't know whether it's on this pocket or this pocket. So I'm always like searching for, you know, where I have my phone. Versus the Iena, I like it because my phone is always out here. So I can find it very, very easily and it's very convenient. As far as the interior side, I think the Iena fits more than the Totally, only because of the outer pocket, reducing the interior size of the Totally MM. But it's still big enough to hold a 13-inch laptop. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, let me know and I'd be happy to answer it. Okay, bye.